Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Cozy Games bundle of December 2025. To help me answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Ship Inc., a cozy yet surprisingly strategic simulation that turns packaging boxes into pure satisfaction. You play as a warehouse worker managing shipments, money, and upgrades, and from the first order you complete, the loop hooks you in. It's not about flashy action or complex narratives. This is a game about tape, boxes, and making every delivery count. Each package feels like a little puzzle. You have to choose the right box size, arrange items so nothing breaks, and double-check fragile goods. Simple at first, but as orders ramp up, mistakes cost you cash and reputation. There is real tension when juggling supplies, taping boxes, and rushing to finish before the clock runs out. Yet, instead of feeling stressful, it hits that perfect balance of focused and fun. The real depth comes from money management. Every shipment earns profit, but expenses like rent and electricity demand careful planning. You'll constantly weigh decisions, upgrade your packing station, expand storage, or save for emergencies. Watching your scrappy little operation evolve into a slick, efficient shipping hub is endlessly rewarding. What makes Ship Inc. unique is how satisfying the moment-to-moment play feels. The sound of tape ripping, boxes thudding shut, and printers buzzing turns mundane tasks into serotonin. Combined with a warm art style, it is easy to lose hours zoning into its rhythm. If you love small victories, organizing things just right, or chill sims with hidden depth, Ship Inc. belongs in your library. It proves even overlooked tasks can feel like triumphs. And number 2 we have Village Tale, a laid-back pixel-centric city-building idler that consumes only a small portion of your screen, allowing you to manage a growing community without convoluted mechanics. The game is designed to require only a tiny fraction of your attention, granting you the freedom to focus on other tasks while the town's development continues in the background. The core gameplay unfolds as a traditional idler, where the world gradually builds upon the foundations you spread. Economic development evolves slowly over time, with the town thriving by requiring your occasional contribution to elevate its general growth. You act as the governor, responsible for making small but meaningful decisions, like building an extra sawmill or unlocking better tools that help your desktop-based operation expand. The game's biggest strength is that it takes the initiative to pick up the slack when you're AFK, reducing the burden of maintenance. Visually, the game offers a charming pocket-sized aesthetic reminiscent of Stardew Valley, complete with sprightly painted NPCs and wholesome small-town vibes. The pleasant soundtrack and cute non-cluttered visual style are incredibly easy on the eyes. The only thing you truly need to concern yourself with is earning in-game currency and experience, a process easily accomplished by selling resources and expanding the region. While Village Tale does not reinvent the city-building genre or boast tremendous depth, it excels at providing an accessible, non-intrusive experience. You may be surprised by how simple the game is to flow through if you're seeking deep, hands-on strategy. However, if you have a smidgen of extra desktop space for a second home and appreciate minute design choices that don't interfere with your workflow, you'll find this impressive idler a surprisingly refreshing and memorable tale. And number 3 we have Papetura, a handcrafted adventure game that immerses you in a stunning world made entirely of paper. Developed over 6 years by solo creator Tommaso Staffin, it's a visual and artistic marvel, reminiscent of The Neverhood and Missionarium. You play as Pape, a reluctant hero in a fragile world threatened by fiery destruction. Alongside Tura, a small worm-like companion, you'll navigate intricate paper landscapes, solve puzzles, and discover a realm brimming with personality, despite its lack of spoken dialogue. Instead, characters communicate through expressive sounds and pictographic speech bubbles, giving the game a unique, dreamlike charm. What makes Papetura special is its breathtaking aesthetic. Every element is hand-cut, folded, and illuminated by LED lighting, creating a world that feels both delicate and alive. The ambient soundtrack by Flow enhances this atmosphere, blending eerie melodies with organic sound design. Puzzles involve clever environmental interactions, using Puppy's projectile ability or later, Tura's seed spinning, to manipulate the world. While the game is a short experience, lasting just 2 to 3 hours, its pacing suffers slightly due to slow movement and backtracking. Some puzzle clues could be clearer, but the in-game hint system turns asking for help into an enjoyable minigame. Papetura is more than just a game. It is a work of art. Its handcrafted beauty, imaginative world, and heartfelt storytelling make it a must-play for fans of artistic indie adventures. Short, but unforgettable. This is a journey that stays with you long after the credits roll. At number 4 we have Chessarama, a charming board puzzler that ingeniously uses the movement rules of individual chess pieces to create a series of unique puzzle-based campaigns. This game successfully converts the strategic appeal of chess into a series of brain-teasing dioramas, proving much more than just a simple gimmick. The game is split into distinct campaigns, each focusing on a different chess piece and setting. For instance, the farmyard puzzles focus on a knight's movement, requiring you to traverse tiles without reusing them, while the football-themed boards challenge you to position bishops and rooks sequentially to score a goal. These varied scenarios, like the Ronin and dark fantasy dioramas, test your mental plotting and forward planning in satisfying ways. The game's tutorialization is expert, ensuring you can jump in and understand the mechanics even if you have zero experience with traditional chess. Progression features a satisfying difficulty gradient, although you should be prepared for occasional spikes that can border on frustrating. Completing the main levels and achieving challenge requirements rewards you with XP, which unlocks several addictive minigames based on the main campaign modes, providing extra depth after you finish the core game. Aesthetically, the game is delightful, sporting a shaded art direction that makes the boards look like charming detailed dioramas. This pleasing visual experience helps maintain a relaxing atmosphere, even when the puzzles become enraged. Chessarama is a delightful way to spend an afternoon. While some minor technical hiccups and an occasionally uneven difficulty curve keep it from being a grandmaster, it is a creative and solid newcomer spin on a timeless game, making it a comfortable victory. At number 5 we have Refresh, a cozy short-form 3D exploration platformer and collectathon that immerses you in a vibrant solarpunk world focused on community and restoration. Following a torrential storm, you arrive to help the lovable, goofy townsfolk, a mix of animals and robots, repair their home, setting a hopeful and calm tone right from the start. The central mechanic revolves around collecting solar cells, which serve dual purposes. They are your main collectible and the few upgrades to your movement options. As you gather more of this solar energy, you unlock and enhance abilities like jumping, dashing, and wall interactions, turning traversal into a satisfying and fluid experience. This type progression system encourages open-ended exploration, rewarding you for checking every nook and cranny of the compact, thoughtful environment. The platforming is intentionally accessible and non-frustrating, though some reviewers note that the controls can feel a bit floaty at times. The heart of the game is its focus on connection. The local townsfolk provide the narrative rhythm, engaging you in short conversations and requests that reinforce the game's theme of collaborative resilience. Helping them rebuild structures or retrieve items underscores the message that healing a place is as much about its people as its aesthetics. The art style supports this with bright colors and clean stylization, matching the peaceful, buoyant soundtrack. With an estimated playtime of around 1.5 to 2 hours, Refresh is designed to be a relaxing, single-sitting adventure. It deliberately avoids high-stakes or intricate systems, instead providing a soothing experience rooted in the simple satisfaction of helping a community flourish. If you're looking for a gentle break from intense games, this charming and positive collectathon is a refreshing way to spend an afternoon. At number 6 we have Monument Valley 2, the sequel to Monument Valley with more mind space bending puzzles to solve. You begin a quest that you have taken once before. Through the sacred geometry of the impossible object, you must guide your daughter along, testing her and preparing the both of you for the next stages of your lives. Your daughter is carefree and gleefully skips behind you. When the both of you are reunited after briefly separating by chance, there's a moment in your heart that tells you that this will be an impactful journey. The story of Monument Valley 2 is told in a more straightforward manner. The two women are fulfilling a purpose that becomes clearer as you progress further into the game. Like its predecessor, the world that this game is set in can take your breath away like a magnificent work of art that is both effortless and devious, depending on how you manipulate the puzzle. Puzzle solutions are straightforward as per the first game, with switches strewn about, guiding you along each impossible structure that couldn't have been possible in real life. Each puzzle isn't too difficult, and it's only a matter of time that you solve each of them and guide both your characters through each chapter.
Puzzles are more like a complex idea presented in a simple manner, making impossible things in the real world possible in the game, and your brain needs to think as such to solve each of them, once again playing with your perception of space. The game challenges and confuses you with easily recognizable objects that upon closer inspection makes no sense at all. The puzzle design in the sequel is 2 steps above the last title with more complex visuals. There are also new concepts introduced like transformative sunlight and 2 character solutions. If you want more mind and space bending puzzles to solve, definitely play this game.
At number 7 we have Paper Trail, a charming puzzle adventure game where you guide Paige, a gifted young origami enthusiast, on a paper folding journey away from her small town life toward a future in astrophysics. Presented in a vibrant storybook style, this 2D world lets you fold and unfold the environments like a piece of paper to reveal hidden paths, solve puzzles, and move forward. You'll explore caves, swamps, treetops, and ancient ruins by peeling back parts of the world to uncover alternate routes on the reverse side of the page. The core mechanic, folding paper to align paths or activate switches, feels satisfyingly tactile, enhanced by soft crinkling sounds and crisp animation. Each level introduces new challenges, from rotating bridges to light beam puzzles, and keeps the gameplay fresh without ever feeling overwhelming. Progression is linear, with each screen presenting a standalone brain teaser. While the story lacks emotional weight and the ending does not quite stick to the landing, characters along the way, like tea-seeking children or lost travelers, add personality and warmth. Between levels, Paige narrates her backstory with beautiful interactive scenes, though they don't build to a deeply meaningful arc. The highlight here is the aesthetic, with its watercolor visuals, frame-by-frame animations, and an ethereal soundtrack by Claudia Makula. Paper Trail is a feast for the senses. The music can repeat a bit during tougher puzzles, but it's enchanting nonetheless. If you're looking for narrative depth or open exploration, this might feel thin, but if you're inventive, well-crafted puzzles are your thing, Paper Trail is a delightful ride, worth unfolding. At number 8 we have
Monument Valley, a stylized puzzle game focusing on how we see the world. You'll journey through a series of rooms, trying to direct your character to the end. Clicking on walkable parts of the floor will move your character to it. The path towards your goal is never straightforward though. There are mechanisms in place for you to rotate or slide to move the world around, and buttons to press to manipulate it further. Puzzles aren't complicated, and there's only one solution per puzzle. If you get stuck, you can always just click around the level and mess with interactive objects till a solution is found. What makes this game challenging is the way it deals with your perception. Sometimes things might look impossible to get your character to another platform. That is until you rotate the scene and line up the squares. The way the game messes with your brain is how you perceive space itself. Some objects may seem too far away. That is because you're thinking about the space based on your understanding of what it is in real life. Putting these objects at certain levels vertically and horizontally may make them appear to be next to each other, allowing your character to move across it. While it may not make sense if you see what's happening on screen in real life, in this game it does, and it forces your noodle to think differently. Along your mind-bending journey, you're periodically stopped by your in-game ancestors, telling you of your significance to the valley and reminding you of why you're there. The true reason why this valley and its strange architectures even exist is never truly explained, but you have to keep it up to date and tidy, as what's been done throughout the generations. These story pieces of your ancestors gives your brain a little bit of a break from the puzzles. This game is an awesome game to play to challenge your brain in perception and mind-bending understanding of space.
At number 9 we have Burgie's Cozy Kitchen, a charming and unique blend of quick play management simulator, idle game, and desktop pet, all presented within a cute and deceptively simple restaurant sim. It sets itself apart by offering 3 distinct playstyles: a straight-up mini restaurant management experience, a windowed idle mode that works as a study or work timer, and an interactive toy designed for online streamers. In the restaurant sim mode, you're tasked with serving burgers to a goofy cast of barnyard animals and drop bears. The actual process is deliberately wonky, governed by silly slapstick physics where weights and balances are merely suggestions. You'll likely watch raw patties bounce off the griddle at first, but this unpredictable goofy chaos adds to the game's charm rather than feeling annoying. Although customers may crab about your service, they will always pay up, allowing your technique and menu to continuously improve. The game thrives in short sessions, and is not meant to be the focus of your daily gaming. Its idle and timer functionality makes it perfect for breaking up work, as customers intermittently pop up with orders, keeping you entertained in short bursts. For streamers, the clever integration with Twitch and YouTube allows viewers to queue up mildly deranged orders, adding a delightful layer of audience interactivity. Visually, the game uses a simple, appealing aesthetic where everything looks like a squeezy stress toy, and it runs well on most systems. While there's no deep storyline, you're just getting those burgers out the door, Burgie's cozy kitchen excels because it embraces its small, comfortable space and silliness. If you're looking for a refreshing bite of low-stakes fun, this game is a rewarding treat. At number 10 we have A Tiny Sticker Tale, a colorfully child-friendly fable and short, relaxed environmental puzzler where you play as Flynn the donkey, exploring Frigori Island with the help of a magical sticker album. The intuitive gameplay centers on its ingenious core mechanic. You can pick up almost any object, from a palm tree to the sun, turn it into a sticker, and then place it elsewhere to solve puzzles or simply decorate. Gameplay is simple, but elevated by clever puzzles. For instance, you might use a crab sticker to cut down a bush blocking your path, or place a rain cloud to water a desert area. The game constantly requires you to use stickers in multiple locations, like carrying a fishing rod sticker to different ponds to catch various fish, lending them to the otherwise straightforward movement and collection. While some optional puzzles require deductive reasoning, the low difficulty ensures the experience remains accessible to all ages. The story, which is revealed intermittently through 5 letters, scrolls, from Flynn's father, is quite simple and revolves around helping various charming animal friends through light fetch quests. The narrative, while sentimental, is shallow, relying on a leisurely sticker mechanic and lighthearted mood for its appeal. Once you complete the main story, you can use the gathered stickers to decorate an in-game tent, purely for fun. With a completion time of about 2 to 3 hours, the game is the perfect length for its limited scope. The visual style is endearing, with hard lines and vivid cartoony colors that make the world look exactly like a sticker book. If you're looking for an entertaining little diversion that offers satisfying puzzles and is fun for the whole family, this short adventure is a success. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is straight fire for cozy players and achievement hunters. If you're always down for more hidden cats or just need some chill vibes, you absolutely need to snag this. The price is right, the games are solid, and it's a huge win for anyone looking to build up their backlog. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.